game. He's been good. For a well played 36, but the Yaks are now 79 for 6.
Well, he's always smiling, isn't he, this man? Sampal Kami comes to the crease under a little bit of pressure because he's the captain who made the big decision to decide to have a bat first. Very much against the trend historically here at the TU, but also in terms of what we thought was most likely for all captains winning the toss. He's very capable with the bat too, but usually won't do it at a particularly quick rate. With Gulshan Jaz's wicket falling, the hopes of sort of 130, 140 may be out the window. They might have to just try and scramble up to 120 now. He's got a yard pace, doesn't he, Mahatso, down playing first grade cricket in Australia, back into Nepal only because of Pabudu Dasanayake. Really great delivery this.
Around the wicket is always a risk to the left-hander though, because he's hitting with the angle, and obviously believing that he needs to be right at those stumps. Wins that battle.
Someone the Irish team were really impressed with. They met in the Cricket World Cup qualifier last summer. And they thought that he bowled with pace, aggression, actually hit the pitch pretty well there at the Takashinga ground in Harare. A few of the boys said they reminded him a little bit of Liam Plunkett, the kind of middle overs enforcer. He's doing a different role in this T20 format, but you don't get many tall, fast bowlers here in Nepal. They're as rare as anything. So just great to see him back here playing in Nepal. Good change up too, little leg cutter that time.
The Bolts only really need him and Jiminisha, because they've got so many spin options and different spin options. It's not just the same, you know. Tucker bowls his off spinners, and Rajbanji with his left armers, who's been mightily impressive across the two games, and then Mohsin has come into his own today with his leg spinners and other little variations. So they've really got a lot of bases covered, the Bolts, as far as their bowling goes.
It is literally the full house of cards. Tul Bahadur Thapa, who's just doing the fielding. He isn't at a bowl yet either. The left arm wrist spinner, that's been a surprise. 84 for 6.
Is Dove really different from soap? Ordinary soap dries itself over time, but Dove is different. Get your radiance with Dove.
Himstar for a complete home. Siddhartha Rewards. यसमा पोइन्ट छ. सिद्धार्थ बैंक सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई.
Kathmandu was about Shikhar's arrival. Heard him talk to Mikhail Vaswamy there, and he was yesterday. Did see him alongside the Karnali Yaks, the rest of his teammates, visit Pashupatinath Temple. It's one of the most important temples anywhere here. It's a World Heritage Site as well, one of 7 in the Kathmandu Valley alone, and it is seen as one of the holiest places for all Hindus, and it's very much a rite of passage to go and visit it. Beautiful place. Here comes Ladit Rajbanshi for his 4th and final. He spoke glowingly about him there. He really is a clever bowler.
Well, on a surface that doesn't take a lot of turn, number one, you have to be accurate, which is what you've spoken about ad nauseum, about how accurate they are here in Nepal with their left arm finger spin. But he varies his pace exceptionally well, which is a real good variation in itself. And he has been good. Bowls at the beginning, bowls at the back end, bowls in the middle. So he himself covers a whole lot of areas. Well, you seemed a little surprised when the coin went up in the air and then it landed, and the decision was to bat first.
You never quite predict what Sampal Kami's going to do. He's such a charismatic guy, he really is. I was in shock, and I saw the match referee look at me, and he kind of double checked with me, and I said, yes, they're batting. They are batting. We thought that every captain who'd win a toss here, certainly early in the comp, is going to want to bowl first. Good turn on offer this time, and I asked him the question, do you think it will put your side under some pressure? And he said, no, not at all. It gives us a chance to show how good we are and get the runs that we'll get.
I've never been against the side batting first, to be brutally honest, but it just seems, just in the opening two games, you see there's definitely some turn there now. In the opening two games, teams batting first have scored low scores. And it can work well if you bat well. But the pressure just goes so off the side batting second if you can't post anything significant.
Particularly with it being their first game of the competition. The Bolts have already been out there, they've got to win, they're full of confidence, they look like a very balanced team. Surely what you want to do is get out there as 11 together as the Yaks. Brilliant bowling. Rajbanshi outstanding. Both games so far. Even Rashid Riaz, the umpire, goes, oh, that's a good one.
The way he's bowling, would you excuse me if you